Warning, this video contains spoilers for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Last time, we made the decision that Lisa is going to go check on the cannon because they didn't fire more than one. Because they only fired once, though we really think if they would have been the tactical advantage for them to keep firing. So we're going to find out why. And we also helped out the people here at Aligiri. So, more side quests done. So, let us continue on with Lise. And it looks like ranged weaponry is the reward for this one. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a vantage point overlooking the castrum. Yun Krep's Hope. The ship's stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might be just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander, I pray you succeed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? Climbing gear? We have climbing gear? We have climbing gear? Interesting. I don't think we've ever done climbing before. It's always been, oh, it's too high. Okay, let's fly. Climbing gear. I mentioned a few episodes about grappling hooks. Oh, I hope they're grappling hooks. Ooh. Okay. Grappling hooks? No. It's never an old wives' tale. If there's a legend, there's something behind it. Or if it is just a legend, we'll end up summoning it somehow. How it works. Alright. Wrecked. It's like I get to 3 stacks of grease lightning, then hit riddle of fire and unload. Like a cannon. Maybe that's a little too soon of an analogy. Golem. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you met the golems. Looks like those old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Let's do it. Say climbing gear. Ooh. Grappling hooks? I want grappling hooks. Or are you just going to put me up at the top already? Oh, you're putting me at the top already. Phew, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. You're also the one who wanted to swim in the Ruby Sea. And there she is, Yun Krep's Hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking that they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? Oh, so the story of the golems being true must be this is true. I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all the better for it, me included. I punch things. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Yep. We really should spar sometime. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castrum Albania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Ravinous, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Albania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Good. We had our Dragoon Batman there to help us. Oh. So that's a thing going on. Huh. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Sure do. I'm going to take a gun. That seems appropriate. Put that there, put that there, put that there, and we go. Start again. Oh, I'll get another katana. There's no time to lose, Ravinous. General Adelaide needs to know what we saw. Yep. Off we go. And then, I imagine once we have a plan in order, we're going to have to, do preparations, and that's when more side quests will pop up. Hopefully all of them giving me Aether Currents. Let me take a look real quick. I see 2 repair points, so I imagine we have 2 more settlements that will probably have... they could have side quests. Anyway. Where is everybody? Am I losing connection? Oh. No, it's slow connection? Hello? Oh, there's Nago. I'm relieved the 2 of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but it's a little different now, isn't it? Well, did you learn anything of value? You look like you have something important to say. We have lost so many men already. If we suffer another defeat like that, this campaign is over. We will have our retribution. It is but a matter of time. So long as the Imperials hold Castrum Albania, we will not be able to march on Alamigo. Well, we need to strike now. Your return. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of New Crep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Albania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Albania at once. Huh. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, then it is utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could have simply kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure the control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Garabania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions in Castamavania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alice and Ravinous, I am sure. Yep. Well then, if you're in agreement, then I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march to Castrum Albania. Go, and may Ralger watch over and keep you. Alright, so we're going to have prepare work to prepare. Let's see, you're saying the same thing. You're saying the same thing. Alright. Perhaps you recall the night we met outside the Sildan ruins, under such unfortunate circumstances? I had just returned from a meeting with the Alamegan agents. As I said before, we've been preparing for this day. Had Alphanon not volunteered you, I would have asked. If anyone can see this mission through, it's you. Huh. I knew the Alliance had spies in Garabania, but in Radatia? Impressive. Thanks for standing by me, Ravinous. Together we'll make Conrad proud. I suspect a hand-picked contingent of the Alamegan Brigade's finest would have been equally, if not more, qualified. But what do I know? My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Albania is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with the cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is ever a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Alright. And side quests. Of course. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Because pretty soon they're going to require level 70 stuff. Alright, Brooke. Ooh, a new bracelet. Compare. It indeed is better. But the Aether Crew is more important. And it's a side story. Let's come back. Okay. Yeah, Featherfoot decided he doesn't want a part of this. Let's grab the side quests. We'll do these first. Hey, you're the adventurer everyone was talking about. The one that helped the Resistance. I can use a strong set of hands like yours, assuming you're up for it, of course. For as long as I can remember, I've been running my father's business here in Algiri. Wouldn't sell those Imperial bastards, though. Not too proud of the things I had to do, but we got by. Now that they're gone, we can get back to doing proper work. More than that, I can finally get farming like I've always dreamed of. Only trouble is, the spot of land I had in mind is overrun with crags. I'll make it worth your while if you can go and clear them out. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Take a look around, and you'll know when you see them. Okay. Oh, you again, huh? How's your sister? There you are. Everyone's talking about the brave adventurer who fought at the Battle of Castello Velladina. I had no idea that it was you. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for us and for my sister. Speaking of which, she's been looking for you. Probably to thank you again for rescuing her. I think she's over by the northeastern gate if you care to have a look. All right. I swear, where'd those boys run off to this time? Excuse me, sir. I've searched everywhere and I can't find my boys. Would you help me look for them? Work has kept me so busy. I haven't been able to spend any time with them. Even when I do have a few moments to spare, they're always gone doing God knows what. If you find them and they start making excuses, you'd be wise to doubt them. Still, they've never been the sort to get into trouble. I hope they're okay. Okay, now we'll pick up the side story. And then we'll do the other stuff along the way. Alright. Hey, you're the adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the man I wanted to see. You have a bit of spare time, I hope. Kinda. It seemed a bloody miracle that we managed to take Alighieri without spilling a drop of blood. But it was all thanks to one man, a man in the Alliance the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for question, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things get messy around here if the Alliance or Resistance are kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what are you saying? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now, I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak to him yourself. Bot's his name. He can tell you the rest. All right. Up. Whoop. Ladies. Hi. The adventurer who slew Lord Van Belsar. So they sent you to claim my head then? Brazen Brook sent you to help. Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Alighieri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. I'll tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. Alright. What do they have to say? Alright, what do you know about him? About? The place wouldn't be the same without him. We certainly have no intention of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. Alright. I don't think they would butcher him, so... I mean, especially considering what he did, so... Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. Franck? What do you want with Bot? He's not in trouble, is he? We've already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Alliance scum? Interesting. And hop. There you are. There you are. Now, do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of the reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being. but for all intents and purposes, I'm a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime, no matter whose side you're on. And I've heard what the Alliance does with those who help Garleans. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. But if the villagers should take to arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazen Brook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Allegheny to allow for my surrender. Yeah, because I don't think the Alliance would kill you. Put that there, equip that. I am now more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Alright. So you'll help then? Good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. Though I'd love to spare my blushes and leave this all to you, we need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both take a sweep of the village and meet back here? Okay. I'll go this way around this time. Can I cut through there? Yes, I can. But, oh, right there. Affable Elder. If Bond hadn't stopped his men, I wouldn't be standing here before you. He was hard but fair, and these resistance fighters have taken over the place. Now, they seem friendly now, but just you wait. Interesting. These guys actually aren't too happy about it. For some of them. I never did anything wrong, but the Garlemans would always hit me. Master Bout was different, though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me too? I actually do. Because these are good folk. Alright, you're up there. Phew. Sorry about that. I think it's fair to say we all owe Ball a great debt. I'll tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why don't I go talk to Jedalani? That's her again. I guess Jedalani is the best I'm going to be able to pronounce that. Oh, the adventurer from before. Ravinous, was it? You wish to know more about? I'd love to tell you all about him, but first, I must ask a favor. The village has been plagued with spitting spinners as of late. I took a look around and discovered they built a nest close by. I considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more capable of the job. Help me get rid of the nest, and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed? Sure. Excellent. Let's get going then. I'll lead the way. Better not be a trap. Better not be a trap. I'm trying to help him out, so. Oh! Ardenwald. We'll be fighting with the main host when the time comes to attack Castle Albania. I swear by everything that is holy, we won't lose. Many of the Jade tribe called this place home. I shudder to think what would have become of them if we fail. If we fail. Oh, you're actually the same clan as the person I'm going to go meet. There you go again, getting all worked up. Though it could be worse, as long as you don't start saying bullocks like "I'll never forgive them." Makes for a terrible battle cry, you know. All right, so now everything's taking place outside. So let's make a lap and take care of everything. But yeah, pretty soon, we are going to hit level 70. And once we hit level 70, we're going to go immediately to the job quest because that gives us our new move. There you are. The nest is just ahead. Awesome. There actually is a nest here. Good, good, good. Alright. Sure enough. Alright, let's go right over it real quick. And that, riddle of fire, uppercut, done. Oh. Oh, there's more of them. Well, good thing that I had tornado kicks. And I still have riddle of fire going. Any more? Oh, looks like just the one. And considering there's just one left, I imagine now is the time for a tornado kick. Bam! You done? Good. Thank you ever so much. I can't tell you how many we've nearly lost trying to do away with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused us trouble. When the Garleans first took Alagiri, these lands were rife with spinners for a time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. Our village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect such a place, but no. They would come only to get deep in their cubs, or take out their frustrations on whoever happened to be present at the time. If we weren't suffering at the hands of drunken soldiers, we were fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There was nothing we could do but endure their mocking laughter as we struggled to survive. Bot changed all that. After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I can say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Bot is a good man, and I hope in time you come to see him as we do. The Alliance is good people too. You're not going to execute him, especially if I mention his side of the story. All right. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy practicing? And now we're going to slash and doubt him. Hey, I don't believe a word you saying. Mother sent you. She's always making a fuss over nothing. I was just training is all. I want to join the resistance and defeat all the Garleans. Then she won't have to worry about anything ever again. I wanted to practice a bit before I told her, but I don't want her getting worked up over nothing. I should be heading back before she gets mad. Good. You get back. Don't worry your mother. I have mine to take you over my knee, boy. No, you're not really. That's too much of a hassle. Alright, so... Oh, there is the other one. Oh, you're a scholar. Hi. I've never seen wings on a bug. I've never seen wings like this on a bug before. I wonder I wonder why they're so different. What are you doing here, boy? But what? Mother sent you to check on me. I haven't done anything bad, I promise. I've been studying the plants and bugs out here. Someday I'm going to be a scholar and make lots of money so Mother doesn't have to work so hard all the time. I never meant to make her worry. I better go home and let her know I'm okay. Okay. And we'll go over here. Does... Yep. We're gonna need to slay any crack claws. Oh, this is what this was about. We saw somebody doing this. Where's that other one? Oh, there he is. Alright, Riddle Fire. Forbidden Chakra, Tornado Kick. Done. Now there's the Jade Tribe younglings. Oh yeah, they're right outside the gate. Okay. I mean, if the people like that Imperial guy so much, they should like have him renounce renounce the Empire, be mayor of here or something. I don't know. I'm glad you've come. My sister was still upset with me before, and rightly so. I promised her I won't run off alone and put myself in danger, which is why I need your help. I mean to slay a group of Kagamato nesting nearby, but not merely for training. No, this is for the good of all Alligiri. They've begun breeding, laying eggs in the watering hole north of here. If they continue, they'll ruin one of the few water sources we have. Come, we must put an end to them. Okay. We'll run a little long, but we'll get all of these side quests done. If there are more to the side story, we'll do that next episode. Which I think there will be. Up here. And there we go. Let's get my right stance. The whirl stance. There you go. Whoa there. I thought there were only, oh, somebody else's team had showed up. That's why there's so many. Oh well, I'll just have to take them all on then. Alright, we're done. Alright, you okay? This is twice now you saved me. It took everything I had to slay even one. At least now the watering hole is safe. Let's return to Alligiri. I fought 4 of them. I was only supposed to fight 2. But that just makes me even more impressive. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, there we go. You were amazing back there. It reminded me of all those stories about my aunt. It's a shame not all the Jade tribe think so highly of her. They say she abandoned her home and the tribe, but I don't believe she would do such a thing. Not if there was another way. I know she would have stayed if there was. She would have fought and protected us all. One day I'll be strong enough to do what she couldn't. My loved ones will never need to fear the Garleans or anyone else ever again. My sister can yell at me till she's blue in the face, but I refuse to give up. That said, I'm like to stumble a few times along the way. I hope I can look up to you again for help, or I can look to you again for help if I need it. If I'm around. Alright, so let's turn these in. Your boys are back. The boys are home safe and sound. I don't know what you told them, but they certainly had a lot on their minds when they walked through the door. They grow up so fast. I usually only ever see them when they're sleeping, but I looked into their eyes today and saw a fire that wasn't there before. They've never known their father, but no matter how bad things got, I did everything I could to give them a happy childhood. We'll be alright, you wait and see. I may look battered and beaten, but we mothers are made of sterner stuff. Our love for our children is the greatest strength there is. Good for you. Alright, your sister's back. Did you find her? Yep. So she's involved you in more trouble, has she? Well, I can't get mad at her for protecting the watering hole. I keep forgetting my little sister isn't quite so little anymore. And it seems a knack for fighting runs in the family. Speaking of which, curiosity got the better of me, and I asked a few of the soldiers if they knew aught of my aunt. They say a woman matching her description works closely with a man named Ardenwald. I knew it! We're going to go talk to her right now. I plan to send her a letter asking her to come bid her sister a final farewell. If my sister finds out, she's like to run off in search of her. I hope she doesn't, but I can't stop her from living her own life. Should that day come, I'll just have to I'm sorry about that. Don't let me keep you with these sob stories. I'm sure my sister will be fine. She is right over here. Jamoldva. This is her. This is her, the aunt. See? She mentioned the J tribe. She is a Lancer. She's all in red. That's her. That's the aunt. Man, if it would give me a chance, I would say, oh yeah, she's right over there. What do you think? Go say hi to your family. So they're gone? Well done, lad. Well done. Land's not in the best of shape, but I'll make do. I'll fix it up so folks can work the land and get back on their feet. Too many lost their homes and loved ones. Don't get the wrong impression, lad. More folks working the land means more profits for my business is all. If it helps the people make a better living, well, that's more incentive to get started now, isn't it? Alright. Go say hi to your family. Your family. Okay. I'll drop that now. We have this story to do. No matter who I talked to, there was no beating around the bush to get clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? Well, she mentioned how this place was a shithole until you showed up. They said all that? Well, I'm no saint. I was just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. I'd seen enough of it before coming here. It's amazing how treatment of the Empire's subjects can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Garlean's presence, and yet there are others whose citizens would welcome death with open arms. The only escape from either is to join their armies. If you manage to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship, a chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity. I fought and I fought until before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. But it was too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death, snatched away by some widespread illness. The suffering of these people only served to remind me of my loss, so I put an end to it. Simple as that. Yet still they thank me after I've killed so many. I never understand such nonsense. At least now we know for certain. We know for certain the reason behind their adoration. Now we just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. Alright. But we will have to continue this in the next episode as we're out of time once again. So, if you enjoyed this, give it a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, click on my beautiful face. If you like to support these videos, check out my Patreon. And thank you for watching. Till next time, later.